Hey guys, how are we all doing? Thank you for joining this stream today. Really exciting to be able to do a public stream for a change. Usually these streams are reserved for my patrons over on Patreon. However, what I really wanted to do was kind of connect with more of you guys, kind of show you what it is that we get up to during these studio sessions, and really for you guys to just see what goes on, behind the scenes. So great. What we're going to do today is the stream's going to last for about 2 hours. 2 hours from now. The last 15, maybe 20 minutes of the stream, I'm actually going to be giving you guys feedback on your own tracks. So all you need to do to get some feedback is basically closer to the time, I'll get our lovely mod Kelly here to put a link in the chat for you guys to head over to the PYLOT Discord. There you're going to be able to post a link to your song. It has to be online. It has to be a public link. But either way, post a link to your song in the Discord, in the correct channel, and then I'll pick some to listen to live on stream, give you guys some feedback if that's what you want. Awesome. Right, what we're going to do today is work on some music. So I haven't really got a plan per se. I just kind of want to hang out, see what happens. As you can see here, I've got my lovely hardware synth that I might be using at some point today in the chat. Also, guys, regarding the chat, I am trying to read it at the same time on my mobile phone, so there's going to be comments I'm not going to see. I'll try and keep up with chat as I go along. Okay, guys, cool. Let's jump right into this then. So, I've been working on a couple of tracks. This is one of the tracks that I've been working on. If you're already a patron, hello guys, you will already have heard this track, so you'll know what it is. And I'm kind of stuck with it, to be honest. I'm not sure where to go with it. And I'm at a phase at the moment in the track where I'm kind of just messing with the mix, messing with the production a bit. But I'm hoping today, with your guys' help, I can maybe get a bit more of this done. Also, guys, if you could remind me in 1 hour and 45 minutes that I'm to give you feedback, that would be great, because chances are I'm going to forget. Cool. Also, let me know if there's any problems with the audio or anything like that. I haven't been streaming for that long. I've done maybe 3 streams so far. So yeah, let me know and I can try and get those issues sorted for you guys. Okay, enjoy the music. I'm going to shut up for a bit and work on some stuff. Okay, I think first things first, I'm actually going to work on a bass line for this bit where the drums come in. Something like that maybe. Cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just raise the volume of my mic a little bit. Just a tad, if I can. Give me a second, guys. How is that? You might hear a bit of background noise now, but that should hopefully be a bit better for you guys. Cool. This software is called Bitwig, by the way. Bitwig. I've been using it since like 2014 or so. I've been using it since it was in beta, actually, so quite a long time. I'm just going to have a quick look at the stream chat, guys. By the way, for any of you that aren't music producers, sometimes this can seem quite menial and boring. But unfortunately, that is the nature of producing music most of the time. You sit for ages fiddling with EQ on a snare drum and you want to pull your hair out at the end of the day. So let me read some stream chat here. Hey, Dimmy, how's it going, man? I hope you're good, mate. Your music has been an absolute inspiration for me and has opened an entire genre for me for the better part of 5 years. You, sir, are a genius. Thank you very much. Thank you. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's loads of drums here. Any DAW does work for any genre as well, really. Some DAWs are gated towards, I guess, favour more genres. For example, Bitwig is a very open, modular kind of DAW, so there's loads of things you can do to have kind of random, generative soundscape and sound design. So you get like a lot of techno producers that, or a lot of IDM producers that use this software. But where in the UK, that is a mystery and shall remain a mystery. Awesome. Right, back to some music. That's what we're all here for. Now, what is sick about Bitwig is the ability to be able to take different modulation sources like LFOs, buttons, envelope followers, expression inputs, key tracking, macros. So I'm going to take a beat LFO here. Actually, no, I'm not going to take a beat LFO. I'm going to take a classic LFO. I'm going to sync this to a bar. So you can see here the LFO will do a full cycle once every bar. You can set the LFO to re-trigger as well. So every time you hit a new note, a MIDI note, that will then tell the LFO to start the phase cycle again from nil. So I'm going to use this LFO now to modulate the cutoff filter. So you can see now this LFO is going to work this filter a bit here. You can see you can see it here. Now we can change the depth of the LFO. So here we've got an amount. So at the minute it's quite heavy. Oh, that's nice. So let's have a listen to this now. We don't want a note retrigger because the arpeggiator is on. So the arpeggiator will tell, the arpeggiator will tell the LFO to retrigger with every beat or with every pulse, which we don't want. There we go. So you can hear that automation there now. And what's nice is, of course, I could then take... This is what I love about Bitwig. I could take another LFO and I could modulate parameters in the first LFO with the second one. So I could go, right, okay, I'm going to use this LFO to modulate the amount, the time of the rate of the first LFO. So you can see here, the second LFO is now controlling the rate of the first LFO, which is really nice. It's probably not something I'm going to want to do, but it is a cool feature. That sounds quite nice. Let's have a play with... Yeah, we're going to take this LFO. Because what we want to do is we want to apply modulation, the same modulation to something else, but maybe invert it. So, for example, I could take this LFO and then modulate the sync here as well as the cutoff. But I don't want to do that. I want to use a different one. Phase, set it to 100. 50. There we go, that's what we want. Don't worry guys, we'll get there in the end. There you go, you can hear that nice modulation on the sync parameter now as well. I'm going to increase that there a bit. I'm going to increase this a bit. Right, now I'm kind of happy with this bass sound now. I'm just going to try and record a part. What I'm actually going to do is listen to... I've got one here that I've already written. Hey Irish, how's it going, man? Cool. I actually kind of like that bass line, so I'm just going to keep it. Let's mute these. Okay, God, there's so much about this track I don't like. It's production more than anything, but I'm trying not to overproduce something early on. I'd rather like write more of the song first. Right, let's have a look. Oh god, and so it happens again. The bane of every producer's life, the fucking snare drum. I'm gonna have to take a few minutes to sort this out because every time I hit play it's driving me insane. Yeah, I don't know why the compression was so heavy on that. What we want for this track is nice. Well, sorry, for the snare drum, because we want to be able to hear the initial attack of the drum. We just want to compress kind of the tail of the sound. So what I'm doing here is I'm just setting the attack. Even though it's a very slight 10 millisecond attack time, it makes all the difference in allowing the initial hit of the snare to come through before the compressor activates. Before the compressor, I also had this. It's called a transient control. And this basically is a plugin that allows you to manipulate the amplitude of the waveform of whatever's being put into it. So, for example, the snare drum, you can see here what's going on. So, at the bottom here, it's showing you how I'm affecting it, how I'm modulating it. So, if I turn the gain down here on the attack, you lose the attack of the snare drum completely. Likewise, on the opposite side of that, if I increase the gain, you actually hear more attack. So what's nice about this transient control is it allows you to really tame the tail of drums very well. Even something small like that, I've now made the snare a bit tighter. I quite like that, you know. I quite like the dry sound as well. A bit of trivia for you guys, or not trivia, maybe a bit of inside knowledge, is this snare drum, I think, as well as a kick drum, were used in the Return. And I just like the sound that much that I pulled them over into this project and tried to change the sound a bit. Let's have a look at the chat here quickly. I need to listen to that Droid Bishop album. I know everyone's really enjoying it, and he's got some really good music as well. So I'm looking forward to just listening to that. I want to make sure I listen to the whole album. Let's have a look. From Litavan. Just wanted to say that you introduced me to synthwave and related genres and made me realise it was my favourite kind of music. I'm really grateful to you for this. Live in France. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. I'm glad you like the music. Those drums slap. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not at the minute. I don't know. I'm not. I'll have to just write more of the song and kind of come back to them. Love your songs, especially Off-World and Race Against Time. Thank you. A Race Against Time is like my least favourite track I've ever written, and it's also the most streamed. Cruising. Yeah, I like Cruising. Cruising's a good song. Just jumping in with an epic hello and thank you to PYLOT. I'm loving the feel of the track. Thank you very much, man. Snares suck. Yes, they do. Lost is a banger. I like Clover and City Glow. Yeah, do you know what? I actually really like the ambient side of my music. But I'm not keen on those songs because I feel like there's too much ambience in them. I feel like songs like The Return, there was a nice balance between the two styles. That's something I want to kind of carry on forward, moving forward, sorry. Is to kind of have a nice balance of ambience and more melodic. And, you know, music, I mean, is all about the journey, isn't it? Peaks and falls, having moments in the song where the listener can rest and having moments where the song builds up and generates that kind of emotional impact that you want. I feel like The Return did a good job of that. Dude, you're so harsh on yourself. Not really. It's just... You know, I released that song, God, how many years ago? Maybe 4 years ago? Maybe 5? Probably 4 years ago. Yeah, people's tastes change. People get better at what they do. So, of course, like, anyone that, I guess, takes a lot of pride in their work, looks back at their older stuff and goes, yeah, I can appreciate it. At the time, it was good. But now when I look back at it, I'm like, oh, man, if I was to write that again, I could do it better. Yeah. We all hate our own music to some extent, true. Right. Let's carry on with this track, shall we? This definitely needs some compression. Needs a bit of noise as well. There we go. Something so simple, like I use this all the time. Just this little built-in noise source within this little plugin here. It's fucking fantastic for adding a bit more bite or more of an accent to like arpeggiated parts or even just regular parts. Like if I didn't have this arpeggiator on and I played a note now, you can hear with no noise you still have a nice attack, but with noise. Little things like that really help the parts come through in the mix. once your mix starts to become quite dense with like different elements in your arrangement, it can be easy to kind of lose simple things like the attack of a bass line. So just a little noise source like that can really add a lot, which is quite cool. Wow, 30 minutes has gone already. What the hell? Guys, please leave some suggestions in the stream chat as well. Like, is there anything you want me to show you, within reason, of course? Is that, like, just give me some suggestions. Like, what do you guys want to see here? Like, have you got any ideas for this track? These streams are... Of course, I want to be able to work and show you guys what I'm working on, but I also want it just to be like a hangout, a place where we can kind of just chat. Just hang out. So if you guys want to see anything, let me rephrase that. If you guys want to hear anything, or you have any ideas for this track or anything like that, just let me know. Like, we can try some stuff. I'm easy. God, why is it snare drums? Why is it always the snare drum? Okay. Jesus, it sounds even worse. Right, okay. Right, I'm just gonna bypass that plugin. I'll worry about you later. I'll worry about it later. Right. The snares. Oh my god. Right. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drag a snare from another project that I don't want you guys to see. So I'm going to drag the snare over. Some things are going to be kept secret, guys, okay? That's just how it is. Yes, I'm going to... What's great about this DAW, this software, is I can literally drag channels from one project to another. Like years ago, I used to use Logic Pro, and that really was the bane of my life. When I switched to this, I just couldn't believe how different it was. How simple little features like that were available. Right, we should be good. Let's hope that that was the magic fix, shall we? Don't know. I'm probably thinking way too much about this. Let's have a look at the chat quickly. Are you planning anything specific as an ambience for the for this track? It always appears like you are crafting ambience by hand, or it's just the natural sound of the mix. Yeah, this right here, the intro for The Return. Actually, let me turn this on. So the intro for The Return, some other parts in that song, that was the first song that I used this on, and it's fantastic. It's really good. Obviously, you don't need something like this to create ambience, but it kind of pulls me away from the computer. It's nice to have a hands-on, tactile kind of feel over what I'm doing. Yeah, so I used that on The Return. I'll probably use that this stream, actually. Say in 20 minutes, we'll have a go on this, see what we can come up with for this track, maybe. Okay. Them snares got you snared. Indeed. Where do you find drum samples? Oftentimes, I've got like some really old sample packs. Some like really old sample packs. But to be honest, a lot of my sounds I've made over the years, whether that be from like recordings or layering multiple sounds, exporting that audio, then dragging it back into the DAW, and then, you know, just mangling and messing with things to make it my own. But I got to the point now where I've got quite a lot of samples just from my catalogue of music anyway. So it's always nice to kind of pull back on those and use those, because I kind of like the sound and I feel like it's kind of my sound. Yeah, so these drums, for example, I mean, you can see right here how I'm layering these sounds here. I got 4 sounds. One of them has no output. This is just a sidechain trigger for the compression throughout the song. Then I've got 3 kicks layered here. So you can see kick top, kick mid, and kick low. So these all have different processes on. As you can see, that's the EQ for the kick top. This is the EQ for the kick mid, and this is the EQ for the kick low. Yeah, so just layering sounds like that. This snare is a combination of about 8 snares that I've then exported to a single audio file. So like, man, it's been quite a while, but you're still happy with After Dark after all these years later. Would you change anything about it? Do you know what? I actually love that song. And that was a reference to me when I wrote The Return. Yeah, I miss that style. I do miss elements of that style for sure. And so I am working on kind of trying to bring elements of that style back whilst also pertaining to and kind of maintaining the style that I have developed. I'm that dog with scientist glasses saying I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't actually speak English, guys. Sorry. Well, you're doing a pretty good job, dude, by the looks of it. It's already going to be a belter. That riff got me bopping. Wonderful guitar. What's your inspiration when you produce music like this? Big love. And that's from Zodoro Wave. To be honest, man, like, I met up with Deadlife lately. You guys probably have heard his music. He's a fucking fantastic producer. Met up with him lately, had a drink, had a chat, and I was telling him, and I feel like he might have been quite surprised. Maybe not. But I don't listen to a lot of quote-unquote synthwave or retro music for the simple reason that I don't want it to influence my style too much. I've always been really influenced by bands like Justice, Sebastian. Breakbot was fantastic. Old Yuksek tracks, a lot of like French electro, French touch kind of stuff. But then I'm also a massive fan of Power Glove. I'm a huge fan of like the Midnight. Mitch Murder's got some really, really good tracks. So I like to kind of pull inspiration from multiple places. I've always liked heavy guitar in music. So incorporating that in my music has always been a thing. Sampling and resampling has also been a thing for me too. Plant hype. I got that plant yesterday just for this stream. That's how much I love you guys. I got a plant just for this stream. Kelly, you're doing well with the links. I appreciate it. Thank you. How do you feel about the Tron and Tron Legacy? I always loved those. And got those vibes and stuff. Do you know what? I watched the original Tron film years ago. Tron Legacy is fantastic. Brilliant film. It's like one of my favourite films. It was the first film I ever saw in like IMAX 3D. Brilliant, honestly. They're making another one, aren't they, as well? So I hope that's cool. And I hope they get in touch with me to do some music, because I will do it in a heartbeat. I would do it instantly. Whatever it takes, I would do it. After Dark is truly one of the best songs I've ever heard. The mix on that one is such a pleasure to listen to. It's awesome to hear it referenced. What specific to that sort of that sound? I think you're asking what sounds similar to that. My references for that were, like I say, Justice. Justice. If you listen to their Across the Universe album, the album with Genesis on, that is a fantastic album. Phenomenal album, honestly. One of my favourite albums. The production is just brilliant. My life would be complete. Pilot in Tron. Ascension keeps getting cancelled, but hopefully it actually comes out eventually. Yeah. No worries, Stanislav. No worries. Right, let's carry on, shall we? Do-do-do. The song is so basic at the minute. Do you know what? I'm actually going to open another song. It's been a bit productive, this one. I got a sound I like for the bass. I've written a bass part. What I don't want to do is spend ages and ages trying to mix this, because it's quite boring stream material. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another project. I'm going to save this one. I shall open another one. Let's open this one. So this track here that I'm going to show you guys, it is quite an interesting one, because actually, do you know what? I'm not going to tell you what it is. You guys have a listen to it. Tell me if you notice anything that makes this track, I guess, kind of different to what you would typically hear. Lots of key changes. I got a key change every 2 bars for the entire song until it wraps around again to the original key. I mean, the idea is ridiculous. I think having a key change every 4 bars, but fuck it. I like the way it sounds. I'm gonna try and make it work. Like, even now, like, just looking at the length of this, by the time you go up a semitone in key, by the time you've gone all the way through till it wraps back around, you're at like 2 minutes 8 seconds. So I'm gonna try and find a way to write a whole song where the key changes every 4 bars. Because if you listen towards the end of it here. Back at the beginning again. And it doesn't sound weird. At least not to me. Sounds pretty meaty, if I do say so myself. I quite like. I think I like the bass sound, and I like the arpeggiated sound. Someone mentioned in the chat earlier about sound design. So if you want, I can show you guys how I made this bass. This one. To be honest, you actually saw me make it earlier. It's basically the same patch. Sorry, it's pretty much just the same patch. You can see I've made the preset myself, and I've called it Lush Bass. All right. I'm going to try and stretch this sample so it lasts a whole 4 beats. This might sound absolutely dreadful, but let's give it a go. Whew. Yep, sounds horrific. Let's not do that. Maybe I can try a different approach. Give it a long reverb tail. Sometimes, you know what's nice to do, and I do it often, I think in almost every song that you guys will have ever heard me write, I do low-pass filter automation on big groups, like big chunks of the song. So, this nice distorted sound here, I really like that. I feel like that needs more emphasis in one part of the song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these channels in a group, including the drum group. I'm going to put that group in this group, and I'm going to call this group filter group. Where the drums here. And I'm going to put this filter on this group. And then I'm going to use, it's out of camera, but I've got another synthesizer to my left. It's a Moog, but it sends and receives MIDI data. So I'm going to map this filter to my Moog, and it's going to allow me now to automate this. So I need to, there we go. So now the only thing that is in this filter group is this part here. Yeah, I like that. I fucking like that. Needs a vocal though. Or a guitar maybe. Cool. Do you know what? Get Messenger for a collab. Honestly, vocoded vocals, or I'm just going to do some guitar work on it, I think. I'm going to save that. I'm going to open another one. I'm going to open another track. What's it called? That's the question. Nope. So that one, that's another producer problem. Having a million tracks with a million versions for each track and not knowing where the hell that one specific track is you're looking for. Here it is. Okay, I got it. Here we go. So what you guys have been listening to tonight are literally just ideas that I've got that I'm not sure where to take. So chances are maybe one out of these ideas will actually make it to a release. That's usually how these things go. With, you know, the whole rebrand and me starting my own label in print called Vivid Night, and me releasing the return with the music video, and that for me was like a new chapter, not only in the pilot project and the story, but also in my ability as a producer, my music, and me telling myself to step my game up and to not become complacent. So I'm being far more picky now with what I choose to put out, which probably means less music, you know, but higher quality music. Okay, this is another track that I've been working on. Don't really know what to do with this either. This is more fleshed out. I have got a vocal for this, which I recorded, vocoded, and then put into a sampler. So that's me basically playing my keyboard. So it allows me to play it, so I can use these MIDI notes. Let me get rid of this. Hold on a minute. Why is it showing me that? I don't want it to show me that. There we go. So you can see here. So it allows you to play with the lyrics are pretty basic. They're not going to make sense because I've resampled them and chopped them up, so they won't make anything intelligible, or at least that makes sense. I'll play you the part. So the part goes.
We're burning rubber on the floor, blink twice and we're gone, like electricity in a circuit board when it powers off.
And then the idea is basically I'll just play it.
We're burning rubber on the floor, blink twice and we're gone.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to work on it a load more. But then I took that vocal part that you just heard then. I made a little section out of it. Bounced it to audio, resampled it again, and then just played with it. So that I ended up with it doesn't make sense. You can make out little words, but this song is more developed than the previous two I've showed you guys. Yeah, it's far more developed. And I kind of have more of an idea as to where this is going, or where it could go. This bit needs a lot of work. This guitar part as well. I played it, cut it up into quarter notes, put it into a sampler like I did with this vocal, played a new part, exported it, then chopped it up and moved it about. So if you were to listen to the original guitar part, I think it's let's have a look here. This is the guitar part after it's been cut up and stuff, but not cut up to the extent that you hear now. And then I just cut it up. Yeah, so this one's quite cool. This does need a vocal, and I'm going to put a vocal on it for sure. I'm also going to mess around with a little lead melody somewhere. I'm not sure where. I might give that a go now, actually. I'm going to mute that guitar, and I'll put this on a loop. Oh, no wonder it sounds a bit... I haven't got the sub bass in there. I had it muted. Sounds better. No. Let's delay. Turn this delay off on here. That'll do. I need the mod wheel to affect the pitch. There we go. I don't want it to affect cutoff though. I need the rate to be faster. That'll do. And we're gonna do a bitch. We're gonna do a pitch bend, a full octave down as well. Oh, I've got pitch bend automation. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, that's why. Sorry, guys. Let's change this back down to 2. I'll do. Can't get this right. Doesn't help. My hands are so sweaty; they're slipping everywhere. I'm actually going to add an oscillator underneath this, an octave lower. That's a bit better. Yeah, maybe something like that. Okay, let's try again. Oh man, I don't know, it's not working with the song. So this is meant to be the chorus of the song, and it lacks that chorus feel. I think because we have the arpeggiated bass in the pre-chorus, or in this kind of weird section here, it needs it in the chorus. But I just really like the space in the chorus, the way it's played. I mean, I could. I don't know, it's probably going to sound like shit, but give it a go. know. Not sure on that. It could work. I think it could work. It's just the execution of the idea. Yeah, I think it's just the execution of the idea, to be honest. I'm going to duplicate that channel, actually. I'm going to give it its own channel because I'm going to change the way it sounds. I'm going to use, any of you producers out there, I'm going to use multi-band compression, but I'm going to sidechain. Well, I'm going to use a sidechain input on one of the bands on the multi-band compression so that when the sub bass plays on this channel here, it reduces the bass output of this channel here. It's just going to allow me to keep the full kind of nice rounded low end of this arpeggiated bass when the sub bass isn't playing. So for example, in these sections here, you know, all these little gaps that you see here, so in these sections, the fullness of this arpeggiated bass below won't go missing. So let's give that a go. So I need to where are we? Input. We need sub bass post. Okay, and then we need to set the sidechain input to external. Now, when the sub bass plays, you should see this compressor activate, even though it's on the arpeggiated bass channel. There you go. There you go. So you can see that's having an effect there. So I'm going to go full screening on this. It's a beautiful plugin. This it's one of the few plugins I'm happy to go full screen on. Also, guys, just to let you know, for those of you that are watching that maybe aren't aware, or for those of you that have joined maybe not at the beginning of the stream, firstly, hello, welcome. Secondly, these streams are usually reserved for patrons only, so if you're familiar with Patreon, you'll know it's like a platform where content creators like me, musicians, video editors, whatever, can have special rewards for people that want to pledge a certain amount a month. So, for example, these studio live streams are a reward that is usually only for my patrons. I thought I'd make an exception today and just share it with everyone, because it's nice, you know, to communicate and chat with you guys. But yeah, if you guys, you know, if you want to support me and if you want to see more content like this in the future, I'm not going to be doing any more public streams like this for a long time. Maybe a couple of months, 2, 3, maybe even 4 months. Because I want to make sure that I'm giving this content to the people that are able to support me. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it, where times are difficult with the pandemic and stuff, and there's so many people in the music industry that are struggling at the minute. You know, it's just one of those things, isn't it, where Patreon is really good for people that kind of want to connect with their fans, get closer to their fans, deliver content that they wouldn't otherwise, and as a result, get something back as well. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna keep on with this arpeggiated bass now and try and sort this out. Stan, if you are a patron, hello, thank you for supporting me, very much appreciated. The streams are actually posted on Patreon the next day as VODs as well, so you can always go back and catch up on them if you've missed one. I'm not sure if you knew that. This could work, you know. I think I need to write this part a bit better, maybe. Dubba 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 da 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 da. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Right, Dimmy. Any other guitarists in the chat apart from Dimmy? This guitar sound, have a listen. Even if you're not a guitarist, have a listen to the guitar sound. Tell me if it needs an effect. If it needs an effect, what does it need? Phaser, chorus, flanger. By the way, guys, I'm using my phone to read stream chat, and it's about to die. So I'll have to just Alt-Tab and read the stream chat that way. So if you see the camera, if I keep changing to my Eurorack synthesizer, it's for that reason. It also helps as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the vocals actually sidechain to the kick drum. And I do that a lot because I feel like it just helps. It helps give it that bounce and that groove. 1, 2, so where is it? 1, 2. Boo doo doo doo.
Electricity in the circuit board.
That sounds not good. What's great, obviously, this vocal part now. If I move these notes down 1, I get a different part. I can just mess with it. But yeah, I'll have to play with that a bit because it sounds pretty poop at the minute. Yeah, it's because it's a free one, dude. Usually I'll stream in other ways so that only my patrons have access. Sounds a bit dry. I'd multiply and chorus to boost it. Could try that. Throw a chorus on it. Could give that a go. I believe having it raw and chopped gives more vibe to electronic funkiness. Yeah, I agree. Is PYLOT British? No, I'm putting on an accent. I'm American, dude. What the fuck? What else? Sorry, that was terrible. Patient since day 1. Proud one as well. I did not know that. Awesome. I was going to ask. We'll definitely check. Awesome. Thank you so much for your support, Stanislav. It really means a lot. Thank you. Right, I've got a couple of chorus options. One chorus that I really like is the micro shift, or the little micro shift by Sound Toys. These are good.
the floor, burning.
Wow, sounded like the Titanic blowing its horn. Okay, cool. Right, 20 minutes until it's feedback time. If you guys haven't joined already, Kelly's been posting the Discord link in the chat. If you want to head over to the Discord, if you want me to play a song and give you feedback live on stream, but let's do it. Click on the link, go to the music feedback channel. One link per person, please. Don't be spamming the link in there. Just one link, please. Post it in there. It's got to be on SoundCloud. Don't upload the file to Discord. It's got to be like a SoundCloud link or a YouTube link or something. There's got to be something I could click on and listen to. Yeah. Feel free to, you can do that now, you can do it in 10 minutes, whatever, but at in 20 minutes I will be listening to the songs and giving some feedback. And I have no doubt in my mind there will be audio issues because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to streaming, really. So you'll have to bear with me whilst I figure that part out when we get there. Right, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to show you guys this a little bit. Let's do it. Let's do it, shall we? Okay. Let's have a look. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to sort out my audio interface. I'll just play this in the background while I sort it out. We got there in the end. This interface. I've only had it for 7 years. How do you expect me to know how to use it properly? Okay. All I'm going to do is I'm going to drag over a drum part to a new part of this arrangement. And let's just do this super duper quick. And we'll get this bass part from the chorus, bang it there as well, do that. Okay. Where have I put these two audio channels? Here. Okay, let's put them in a group. That's channel 1. Channel 2. Pan that hard right, pan that hard left. Don't worry guys, you won't hear anything yet because it's not on properly. Right, now the fun begins. I'm going to start patching on this. Let me get rid of that picture-in-picture for a bit. Cool. So, with this, I've just got to build the sound basically. So I need to tune it first quickly. I'll do that super duper quick. What do I want? Should I make something ambient? Yeah, let's make something ambient to go over this. It might sound quite nice. Okay. Right, now the fun begins. I'm going to start patching on this. Let me get rid of that picture-in-picture for a bit. I'm just going to build the sound basically. So I need to tune it first quickly. I'll do that super duper quick. What do I want? Should I make something ambient? Yeah, let's make something ambient to go over this. It might sound quite nice. Okay. Cool, let's do it. I'm aware of the time, so I'm trying to patch this as quick as possible. You won't hear anything yet. Right. Right. I need to swap these cables around the back. Okay, let's see if this is better. There we go. It's actually working now. I had the left and the right sides plugged in the wrong order. In the wrong order. Okay, let's make something. So I need to tune this oscillator, so I'm going to tune it to this. Let's get a more consistent sound. Cool, that'll do. Now I'm going to feed it some notes. So what I need to do first is I need to send it a clock from this. You can't, it's just out of screen here. And this is connected to my door. It's going to allow me to send a MIDI clock out to this. So let's do this quickly. I'll send it in to my clock. We'll go out from the clock here into the clock input, and then from the clock output into the trigger. So now you can see every time this light blinks, you can hear the sound, which is cool. Now I've got to adjust the pitch. Plug the pitch in. Great, now let's write a part, shall we? Let's get a part going. All I need to do to get this to work in Bitwig now, I'll show you. To get this to sync to Bitwig, I'm going to add an instrument. I'm going to add a hardware instrument. MIDI output is going to be the SQ1 here. MIDI clock turned on. There we go. The lights are blinking in time if you have a look on the studio cam. The lights are blinking in time there. Which is good. That's what we want. Now it's time to create some ambience here. Okay, let's have a listen to the part again. Well, let's have a listen to the chords. So I want a melody that goes da 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 da, maybe. So. Come on. That's what we want, something like that. Let me turn this around a bit for you guys, so you can see it a bit better. There you go, you can see that a bit better now. Apologies. Okay. Cool. I like the effect there when I sweep it. It's almost like the two oscillators are going in and out of phase with each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to modulate this with an LFO, just like we did in Bitwig, except I'm going to use an LFO here instead. I could use this little cool touchpaddy thing. I'm going to use the maths. So plug this into the level input for the timbre, and then we want to send this a trigger for there we go. So output 3 now is going to send a trigger to this. Boom. There you go. So you can see every time the output 3 blinks, this blinks. That's what we want. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Next, we want this channel here. Cool. It's long and it's tedious, but eventually you get somewhere with it. I'm going to give you a look at that. Pow. Picture in picture. Man, I'm getting the hang of the streaming thing, you know. I think I'm getting the hang of it. It's out of time a bit. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? It's out of time. Why are you out of time? Ah, okay. I know why. Bear with me a minute. Right, a way to sort this is just do this quickly, bang that in there, tell the sequencer to reset when that pings. There we go. Right. Do you know what, guys? I'm about to give up. Usually I'll work from this and go into my door, not from my door to this. Well, most of the time, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could sit here and try and figure this out for 10 minutes and it'd be fine, but I don't really want to do that. Let's just try this quickly. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out, I think. That's it. It worked. Finally. Okay, it worked. We're gonna plug it into some reverb. Super quick reverb. Okay, we need to get longer cables. They're not long enough. Let's get some pink ones. This is where it starts to become really nice and ambient. we take the output from this reverb, bang it into the mixer. Oh, you can hear it. Right guys, what I'll do is I'll spend another 5 minutes on this. We'll let the stream go over 5 minutes, so don't worry, I'll still listen to your tracks. I'm just on a bit of a roll at the minute. So I'm just plugging some LFOs into these various parameters here. Position. Over time, guys, I've got myself a really nice digital camera to stream with. A Sony A6000. I just need to figure out how to stream with it, and then I'm going to be able to get much better quality footage of, you know, I can set the camera up here so you can see exactly what's going on. At the minute, I've just got a little webcam that I'm using on a little tripod stand on here. I mean, it does the job, to be fair, but it could be better. Right, have a look at those lights on there. Can you see the red and green lights here underneath my finger? See how they're changing colour? So you've got 4 rows of faders there, and the colours are switching. This little LFO module here is controlling them, which is pretty cool. Let's get this camera back on here, facing the right way. I think that's good there. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah. You want to hear the ARP within the context of the rest of the track? Let's do it. I'll copy this section. Oh no, screw it. I'll just put it there. So I'd imagine it's going to work well in the chorus area. I mean, it'd work in any part of the track, but no. Like that, you know. Ooh. I like that quite a lot. What's great about this? I don't have to save. I can just turn it off and it works. It'll save, you know, the settings like in the sequencers and stuff. They'll save. Everything's, and that's just one. I'm just playing with 2 oscillators there as well. This little module here has 2 oscillators in. Frequency, harmonics, timbre, and morph. And then you've got FM input there. We can do some really wacky, cool stuff. Let me show you quickly. Fuck it. If the stream lasts 10 minutes longer, it's cool. I'm guessing you guys ain't gonna mind, right? Let's do it. Let me show you this. This is really, really cool. I'm gonna do this as well, if I can remember how to use this. Yes, there we go. Right, so I'm going to turn this fader into an LFO. No, that's what I want. That's what I want, LFO. So I don't know if you can see on there. You won't be able to see on there, but there's a little waveform going along there. So what I'm going to do is, you can see the red and green light, hopefully they're switching. That's the positive and negative phase cycle of the LFO. So I'm going to use this, plug that into the model. Now this digital oscillator has 16 models in it, so it's got 8 like sound sources and then 8 kind of noise sources. So I can tell this module to switch between the 16 different sources whenever I want, depending on the input voltage I give it. So you can see here now, the model is changing. I don't know if you can, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna take the mood down. I'm gonna turn the lights down a bit. I think that's a bit better. Okay. There we go. So there's, you can see here on the oscillator, it's kind of blinking. Anyway, I'll play it. And that's just one sound source. And what you hear there, guys, is literally just that digital oscillator. Just that one digital oscillator there, flicking through the different patches. It sounds great as well. Ooh, do you know what? Let's write something. Let's just write something new quickly. Let's just write something new quickly whilst I'm here. Also, guys, post your songs in the Discord, in the music feedback channel. I'll have a listen. I'll give you guys some feedback if that's what you want. This needs side chain compression. Side chain compression. It's gonna really bop. It's gonna bop. Bass. Let's start bringing elements back in now.
On the floor, burning circuit. On the floor, burning circuit.
Whew. Well, I'll be honest. That went better than I thought it would. I'm not gonna save that bass line. I'm not gonna save it. I don't want to alter the song too much, but I am gonna save this project now because I do like that part on here very much. I think that's cool. If I had more time, I'd do more stuff, but my phone is currently on 2%. So with that being said, export it right now. I don't need to. It's going to remember what I did, so it's cool. Right, guys. This is the part of the stream where I'm going to attempt, with a bit of luck, to play your songs and give you some feedback. Of course, let me know in the chat if there's any audio issues or anything like that. I'm just going to keep the camera on this synthesizer for now whilst I do it, because it's pointless looking at my screen. There's nothing really to look at. This is at least a bit more entertaining. Cool. Okay. Let's do it. I'm going to save this. Close this. Awesome. Okay. Let's have a look in the Discord. Music feedback. Cool, we've got a few. Right, let's have a look. Hopefully you guys are happy for me to read out your names in the song and stuff. So I don't want to share my screen because I haven't set it up, and I've got people on here and stuff like that that I'd rather keep private. So I'll just read out the Well, if you go over to the Discord, you can see. So this track is by a guy called Ikaru. Hey Pilot, I released my first single Friday and would love to have your feedback on it. Okay, cool. Please let the audio work. Please. Here we go. Let's find out. Right, is the audio working? I'm so sorry if that was insanely loud as well. Let me know when the volume is at an okay level for you. Man, I fucking love those arpeggios. Really nice atmosphere. Shoo! Whew. Damn, that sounds. You know what, I'm gonna favourite this actually. Nice. Jesus. That sounds fucking brilliant. That sounds really, really cool, man. That sounds really good. I mean, the song's already released, so feedback is pointless, but that sounds fantastic. The production is great. Yeah, what else can I say? I mean, just read the chat. People like it. It sounds fucking brilliant, man. Good job. Okay, next one. Let's have a look. This is from Talon. Let's go over to SoundCloud. Okay, this is by a guy called Hey, It's Talon. Again, if you go into the Discord, you'll see these links there. Okay, let's have a listen. So I'm guessing you want a bit of feedback on this. I'm not sure if it's released or not. Work in progress, I see. Okay, cool. Ooh, nice. That bass sounds so meaty. Imagine cooking a 500-gram steak, sizzled to perfection, and then slapping it on a table right in front of you repeatedly. Dun 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 dun. It sounds great, honestly. Drums have that nice kind of distortion to them. All I would say is yeah, it sounds nice. I think when the crash cymbal comes in, I'd maybe lower the volume of the crash a little bit. It sounds like maybe you've got distortion as an effect on like the drum bus. So if the crash is nested in that drum group or that drum bus, then you can kind of tell there's been some kind of overdrive or distortion applied to it. But I think what would actually really help that part is if you took the distortion off the crash, whether that means putting the crash, taking it out of the group, just putting it as a standalone channel on your project, but having the crash clean without that saturation or that overdrive or whatever it is you've got on there. But keeping the drums the same, keep them the same, they sound great, but just the crash cymbal. Sorry, I had my microphone muted because I'm eating cold pizza whilst listening. Apologies. This section here, it's crying out for a top line, whether that's like a vocal, whether it's another melodic instrument, kind of just playing a melody, whether you introduce something new in this section that you then carry on throughout the rest of the song. It could be an arpeggiated melody, it could be a vocal, could be anything. I feel like there's something more melodic now needs to happen, because the bass line is very consistent throughout the whole song. What you want is a bit of musical variation so that as the song progresses from start to finish, the listener doesn't get bored. So try and introduce new elements. This section is absolutely perfect because I'm guessing the song goes back into another drop after this. If you had just something melodic there, just something new to bring to the arrangement that kind of carries a melody, that'd be great. That's fucking fantastic, honestly. It's really, really good. I hope that feedback helped. Let's have a listen to another one. Right, let's have a listen here. So this is Chase Dunkley, Greenhouse, and this was released on the 1st of September. Nice. I like his vibes, man. Oh, I wish I had a vocal there. I wish there was a vocal there. It sounds so good, honestly. But it's crying out for vocal, man. Release a vocal version. See if we can get someone to do some vocals on it. This song makes the pizza so much better. Chase. Mouthful of pizza, I apologise. That song sounds brilliant. It sounds so good. Honestly, I just think it needs a vocal. a song that is a song that is produced that well and has such a lovely kind of airy light vibe needs a vocal in there, man, for sure. If you can find someone to do a vocal on that, it'd be fucking brilliant. I mean, it's great anyway, but you know what I mean? It would really help elevate it. That's such a good song. That's really, really good. Yeah, I just like that. Is it palm muted, like acoustic guitar going do 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 do? It sounds great. Amazing. Kind of reminds me a bit of like some of, I know it sounds weird, but some of Blink's like acoustic stuff. Yeah, man, sounds cool. Okay, next, Alakai. Hey, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Let's have a look at this. Okay, this is called, excuse me, this is by Alakai, Alicai. It's Maddie and the Prince. So it's an Alakai flip, work in progress. Still got to add a guitar solo at the end. That's what I like to hear, guitar solos. Great, let's give this a listen. Oh my god, ooh, let me listen to that again. That, Kelly, no eating on stream. I apologize. I'm hungry, okay? It's 10 PM, I've not had food yet. The way this bass comes in. Ugh, nice. Do you know what? This is brilliant. That nice chord change there. What's great is because you kind of you held you know, the kind of note or the chord, if you like, for a while in the intro. That chord change was really welcomed, and it just, yeah, it was good. The drums sound great as well, man. The mix in general sounds really nice. Lovely and punchy and warm and tight. Airy, plenty of space. My man coming in with that drum fill. Ooh, Nice bit of thunder there. Alakai, you gained yourself a follower on SoundCloud. Oh God, that just sounds, little things like that, right? Little interesting. I mean, the idea is simple. The execution is what makes things like that great. That tiny break, it's like a one beat break before the next section, but it just, it's like it gives the song breathing space, and it's something interesting to keep your sonic palette like interested. guessing this is a solo part? Man, that sounds really, really good, honestly. The drums sound fantastic. The whole mix sounds great. That's a really, really good track. Let me know when you finish that, man. It'd be great to listen to the finished thing. Cool. Let's have a look. Oh, that's it. That's it. We had 4 submissions, so thank you to the 4 people that sent things. That's awesome. I thought there was more for some reason. I did get a DM on SoundCloud from someone asking for feedback. If it's off an artist called Face Looker. If that's one of you guys, could you let me know and I'll listen to it? No name. I feel... Sorry, let me read the chat a bit as well while I'm trying to do this. Alec, I mastered it this morning. Sounds good. What genre do you class your music, if any? I love it, but I wish I had an accurate way to search for similar sounding music. I don't know, because I don't consider myself a synthwave artist at all, but that's what I'm labelled as most of the time. To be honest, I don't know. It's tough. I guess you're the best chance you've got is maybe looking at like synthwave, I guess. A lot of people categorize the genre as outruns, so maybe that's another one. Forgive me if I get the genre name wrong. Dark wave or dark synthwave. Artists like Dead Life, they're really good. Yeah, Alec, I had 90 hours on this. Yeah, man, it happens. I love the dude's reactions. I need to get some more pizza. PYLOT has so much passion for other producers. Man, it's just awesome to hear the music, like, you know, in the nicest way and with the most respect. I wasn't expecting the quality to be anywhere near it was for any of the tracks I've heard. Like, you guys are fucking really good. Really good. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah, Solo goes here. Cool. I feel wrong here because I don't have any idea of producing music. I just listen to the great work of others. Hey, that's fine. That's totally fine. Dude, the amount of like digital painters and drawers that I watch, or like builders, or you know, just pilots. Hey, not the guys. There's only one pilot, okay, with a Y. But I'm on about PILOTs. You know, like you don't have to know what to do to enjoy something. Like it's nice that you can just enjoy it. Enjoy music for what it is. Are we allowed to submit a second one? I would say yes, Chase, but the stream has gone over 20 minutes, and it's getting quite late here. I've only had 3 slices of pizza, and I'm starving. I don't want to keep chomping down the microphone either. But why don't you save them for the next stream, dude? The next stream I have, the next studio live stream, I'll sort that out, and we'll do another feedback round. I'll have a listen to your guys' stuff as well. Arachnid Man, I wish I could stay longer, but bye. Love all of you guys' music. PYLOT, keep it good. Thank you very much. I'm going to go myself now anyway, so perfectly timed. Microsoft. Yeah, like some of the flight sim videos. To be honest, I don't follow anyone, like, but some of the flight sim videos are pretty cool. I just find it so interesting. The Outrun subreddit is where I found PYLOT. Yeah, that's a good place to go as well. Thanks for your feedback, everyone. Ikaru, it sounded brilliant. It sounded great. No name. I'm going to be doing more streams, but as I mentioned earlier, these streams are for patrons only. So if you want to become a patron, head over to my Patreon page, have a look at the different rewards that I offer, and get involved, man. Honestly, it would be great to have you as part of the little community that we've got. And the community is growing. It's full of lovely people like Kelly and, you know, a bunch of other people that are just super friendly and nice. I would encourage you guys to to at least check it out. See if it's for you. If it is, great. If not, that's fine too. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another public live stream like this. Like I say, they'll be reserved for patrons, but it will happen again at some point in the future. So yeah, I'm going to head off now, guys. I know there's a bit of delay between the stream and the chat, so I'm going to say bye. It's been a really, really fun stream. Thank you guys for sticking around. We've had consistently about 65 concurrent viewers, and it's only gone down to 40 within the last, say, 5-10 minutes, which is brilliant. So thank you all for coming and checking it out and sticking around, and listening to me just eat pizza and fiddle with things. Alright guys, I will see you soon. For the last time, come over to the Discord if you haven't already. Come say hi to us. Come say hi to the little community we have there. Get involved, share your music, share your passions. Just make friends, have a good time. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye everyone. I will see you